I'll have a little bit of fun and innovate while I do this presentation. I'll talk about the Aussies' chances in this series against India, the current series that's um, on at this point of time. And what would the Aussies say about their chances in the series and the WTC chances making it to the WTC final? What would the Englishmen say about having missed out the chance? What will the New Zealanders have to say about their prospects? And I'll talk about these four teams because it's very unlikely that Sri Lanka will make it to the WTC final, although they must get a lot of credit for being so uh, visibly inferior to the rest of the teams who are higher than him in the pecking order for the WTC final. But not this time. It doesn't look likely that the Sri Lankans will or deserve to make it to the WTC final. Sorry for being harsh, but maybe next time. This team is shaping up beautifully. Yes. So, how will the Australians size up their chances? Uh, yeah, the Australian team, I think, is well placed to make a comeback in the series. I think the Aussie batters have let the time down, and it particularly in Steve Smith and Marnus Labuschagne have let the time down. Um, Travis Head has been the standout player for the Aussies at the batter, and uh, one can expect them to make a comeback, both Smith and Labuschagne, and that'll be great for the Australian team. Uh, you cannot write the Australians off at any point of time, and the Australians, I'm sure, will make it to the WTC, and this series could end up very close. And I, as an Australian, would like to see the score um, 3-2 in favour of the Aussies, and the Aussies somehow sneaking into the WTC final. And how about the Englishmen? Um, what do they think of? It's been a fabulous last few months for the Englishmen, and it's very sad that they won't make the cut for the WTC final. But it would have been fantastic to have Harry Brook and Joe Root and the baseball setup make it to the WTC final. That would have been a fantastic advertisement for the game of cricket. But it looks very likely that this English team will be one of the finalists in the next WTC cycle. And I'm actually looking forward to the Englishmen making it to the Summit Clash that'll be hopefully played also in England. And yeah, so my favorite commentator being Ian Smith. Um, New Zealand have let themselves down, but the way they played the first test against England, and they must do a lot more to enhance their chances. And the override penalties are another burden for the New Zealanders. But I hope, in my own words, it'll be ecstasy for New Zealand and agony for another team in order to see New Zealand play their second final, WTC final, in three cycles. And how about the South Africans? Yes, Sean Pollock is another favorite of mine. I love his how much he wants to talk about the game, how much he wants to offer insights, how much he wants to talk about the pitch, the match conditions, the batsman's mindset. He gives the most comprehensive commentary, compared to anyone else in the world. So, what will Sean Pollock say? And Kevin Peterson. I like the South Africans' chances of making it to the WTC final, and uh, it's so uh, dependent on Temba Bavuma, and it looks likely that the South Africans will win the second test. They're starting today against Sri Lanka, and that they'll somehow make it to the finals of the WTC, and that'll be great for South African cricket, given that South Africa also made to the T20 final that they lost to the Indian team. Um, and yes, um, a few more recollections of everybody speaks about it. Even the great cricketers speak about it. Watching matches early up in the morning, the 4 a.m. matches that India was involved in, or even the other teams that were involved in. And it is great. Just how did what happened when we woke up just before 4 a.m. to. I never woke up for my exams that sincerely that I woke up for these cricket matches. And I'm not alone in saying that, I'm sure. So, what would happen? You'd have the inimitable, the one and only, the Bradman of commentary, Rishi Bennett, my favorite, and I'm sure everyone's favorite. And I've had the good fortune of listening to the greats of Test Match Special. I don't think you will ever have. It's like that West Indian team that Clive Lloyd led. I don't think you'll have a better set of commentators in the commentators box ever than those greats of Test Match Special. Brian Johnston, Christopher Martin Jenkins, um, Trevor Bailey, Freddie Truman, and Alan McGilvray. So here goes some of those memories of mine. Um, I'll start with Alan McGilvray. He was commentating in a test match that West Indies was playing in Australia, and this was one piece, unforgettable piece from that great man. Um, Alan McGilvray said, um, uh, Marshall, flung into ball to Buddha, flies in and bowls. The ball crashes into the Jones gloves, and Buddha ducks for dear life. This is magnificent bowling, the great Alan McGilvray. And yes, Rishi Bernard, just before the match would start. Uh, the match is between India and Australia, and it's being played at the SCG. We take you over to the SCG, and then over to the SCG, and then you'd have again some of the best. Bill Lawry was there, such an exciting player. I mean, commentator to listen to. Bill Lawry, such a lovable commentator as well. Oh, 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 and stuff like that is just sensational. Is a memory, and I don't think that memory will be replicated ever. And then you had Tiny Greig and the lost ball, the South African um, background of Tony Greig, and um, who else? Yes, uh, some of my personal favorites. Dean Jones, Dino, I miss him very badly, and the great man, the way he batted in that tied test, almost lost his life, but still scored a double hundred. And the catch that he took, I think it was in Australia, a shot that Richard Hadley played. I don't think that catch can be battered ever. He was sprawling. He dived, and had to slide a length of the pitch to actually complete the catch. Dean Jones, he taught the world the importance of running between the wickets. I don't think there's a better runner between the wickets ever in international cricket, in past, present, or future, Dino. Such a joy to listen to that great man. And yes, Dive Hicks as well, and Dave. So David Hicks, he from the SAJ, and all be in commentary with some of the guys of the game. And you also listen to Mac Wu, Alan Buda, and some of the greats, some of the other greats of the game. And Dean Jones, he loved young players making it big. And what would he have said of Yashasvi Jaiswal? He'd have said, Jaiswal looks a terrific flyer, and I think he'll become one of the greats of the game over a 10 to 12 years. Um, Yashasvi Jaiswal, and the world of cricket is the richer for uh, youngsters making it big. The world of cricket. So I may not have exactly replicated the great Dean Jones. Nobody will, but just having fun at the expense of some of the. Um, I'll end with one beautiful anecdote that Freddie Truman, um, and I, this is how the great man spoke, Freddie Truman. He had 309 wickets much before the other people stepped in and started getting loads of wickets. So for the first great, to have taken that many wickets in Test match cricket for a long time, that record remained Freddie Truman. And Freddie Truman was talking about the kind of weather in which English cricket is played. Cricket in England is played. So he was talking about an incident in which the captain um, um, of his team. He was standing at long leg, and the captain, the last ball, 4 runs to be saved. So the captain clapped and then said, "Boys, come on, let us try and win this match, save this boundary." And so Freddie Truman said, "It seems that's all good, mate, but tell me, where are you talking from?" So one of the great, it's such great storytelling, made the listening to the Test match special on radio all the more exciting and memorable. Thank you for your time. I'll come with more uh, anecdotes, tidbits outside the active matches that are played. And thank you for your time. Look forward to your comments.